here. And as a prize, I'm going to hide something within the video. Maybe 5 things. Ooh, I don't know what it's gonna be, but by the time you see this video, there's gonna be something contained within this video just for you guys. But that's enough of that. We have a lot to do, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. So right here, we have normal YouTube. This is what everybody who's watching this video is familiar with because this is where you'll find me. So hello, if I'm on your TV or your phone or your tablet or your smart refrigerator, it's me, Sambucha. Anyways, YouTube Kids does not look like this whatsoever. In fact, when you search up YouTube Kids, you'll notice that YouTubeKids.com is a separate hyperlink. And if you click into it, this is what you get. Now, you're gonna be prompted with a screen that has you log in as like a legal guardian, but I already did that because my child, Taco Truck Man 9, is being supervised by me. So YouTube Kids on the Google Play App Store defines itself as an app that was created to give kids a more contained environment filled with family-friendly videos on all different topics, okay? Also, if you go to the press release for YouTube Kids, it says an app made just for kids, and if you scroll down, family-friendly videos is the thing that they tout. So I'm here to disprove that or prove it. So I don't know what to be true. If you've never been here, it's kind of interesting, so it's very limited in what you could do, and the recommendations, like this is it. You could scroll up and down, and there's 4 different categories. You have shows, music, explore, and then gaming, and you could search people up. So for instance, Sambucha does not show up. For some reason, I have 2,500 videos made. I've never appeared once on YouTube Kids. However, you look up Mr. Beast, well, you'll notice a lot of his videos appear. So I guess he toggles his videos as made for kids, but I think that hurts his revenue, and isn't he money focused? But anyways, that's not why we're here. So let's clear out of our search history, which you can do, which is pretty nice on here. So let's have a look through. And when you click on a video, by the way, you do end up getting like suggested videos on the sidebar. So it's very much like YouTube. You'll see there's no comments or anything like that, no information, no views. You can subscribe to a channel, but you can't see how many subscribers they have. It's very PG. And I'm definitely gonna try to find some bad videos. I mean, what's the fun if not? So I think it's only fair to start on the Explore tab. So I'm not gonna look, I'm just gonna do some scrolling. And what am I gonna land on? Some sick skate skills. What is this one? Why is the pride flag rainbow? Okay, let's click on this one. Okay, so the Olympics posted a short. That's cool to see, but that was not the most riveting thing, and it also wasn't bad, so that is completely fine. There's also like a set amount of videos. Have we try, you can pop a soda can with a Sharpie.
I'm gonna open an aluminum soda can using
by Physics Girl, okay. I'm gonna need Remember that one girl who used to teach like science? Her name's like J, maybe something like that, like IMJ. Does that ring a bell?
Go back and forth, pressing firmly along.
Yeah, it looks pretty PG though.
What happens if you
okay, so far this is good. We've come across 2 videos that are either entertaining and or educational. Okay, and then what ultimately happens? I'm actually kind of interested. Oh, I also like how poop. You know, you see the poop? Like when a video is buffering, it's literally poop. All right, here we have Brent Rivera, a video by ZHC. I surprised Brent Rivera with a custom iPad Pro mural. Okay, ZHC is pretty family friendly, so I don't think this is gonna be a bad video. Let's move on to his stepmom was secretly a criminal.
Oh no, it's the cops. What do we do, boss?
I'm getting away. You're going to jail.
There's blood on the...
Ah!
So in 18 seconds, I saw blood, I saw somebody get knocked out, and I saw a bank robbery.
You're grounded and no TV for the whole weekend.
What?
What did he do?
I am your stepmother, and you will do as I say. Now go to bed.
Oh my God, I feel like this is gonna go in a very bad direction. Let's see where this ultimately ends up. I wouldn't want my kid watching this, I'll tell you what. I had a kid. What's the resolution to this? What happens at the end here?
It's over, Elaine.
That's right. And you tried to run away from the police, Ossifum, okay? So now you under arrest. Let's go.
No!
Okay, it ends in justice, so that's fine. Okay, good to see. Roblox movies, though, kind of sus. Okay, so now I have a recommended feed, which is nice. So that also popped up, so that's good. Spell fat. Okay.
Spell fat. F-A-T.
F-A-T.
F-A-T. Fat. Sorry. What? Now spell her. Spell fat.
H-E-R.
H-E-R. H-E-R. Put them together. Father.
Father.
P-D. F-A-T-H-E-R. Big woman. Big E. But I'm not a girl. The answer was father.
Okay, good short. This guy said what? Okay, I feel like this could be, let's see what he says, because this could be bad.
His little brother, whose name is Poopy.
Poopy?
Again, 25. He was being so obnoxious and weird. We're watching the scary movie in a tent with a bunch of dudes.
I love the
Poopy
SpongeBob
goes,
SquarePants movie.
I wish one of you was a girl so then we could snuggle up and watch this scary movie. And then we're like, bro,
what? Wait, what?
Yeah. Man, I wish one of you was a girl so I could like give you a big fat kiss goodnight. Like, what?
I don't think kids should be consuming this. I would actually dock this. It's not the worst video I've seen, but talking about kissing at that age, because YouTube Kids is defined for what? People under the age of like 10. Let's try gaming. I feel like this is where we're gonna find something bad. Animal Crossing New Horizons 16-hour walkthrough. Who is watching this video? How do you watch a 16-hour video? Have you guys ever watched a 16-hour video? Obviously, there's going to be nothing bad here, but Tom Nook does have a dark side. He like deports his residents all the time. So what does like the end of New Horizons look like? Time to get your fingers snapping. KK Slider. Right on. This one goes out to all you cool cats on Treehouse. So I think that's the name of their island. I call it Welcome Horizons. And what, that's it? Wow, and just like that, it's over. I feel like this is a pretty difficult end screen to get. I don't think I've ever seen somebody beat Animal Crossing. Okay, here's something. Baddie makeup compilation. I feel like this could be bad. All right, there's nothing more to this. Okay, YouTube Kids is so weird. All right, let's try to find another normal video that could potentially be bad. My favorite trend.
Justice, you got the framing right?
Is that the guy, the Walmart kid?
You, bro.
Love you, boys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. See ya.
Oh, okay. I know what TikTok he's trying to copy there. Very interesting. Can you click on profiles? Oh, you could. Which has me thinking, are only the YouTube Kids videos that they put out available? So let's check this ZHC video. Oh, it looks like, that's interesting. Wait, so Mr. Beast you can't subscribe to on here.
In this video, we're gonna help over 100 different...
I wonder why. Also, why am I getting like Arabic closed captioning? Huh. I think only certain creators you're able to subscribe to. They have to be like YouTube Kids creators. So these are just videos from Mr. Beast that are available on YouTube Kids. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're subscribed to him. Huh. What about Mark Rober?
This is the world's greatest wheelchair. Not only can it spin...
Okay. Good to know. Okay, she threw up. This is certainly going to be bad.
Man, I remember eating these all the time for school lunches.
I feel like you're not allowed to show
I wonder
this.
if they taste just as good.
Those were fire cosmic brownies.
Bon appetit!
Okay. Is she just calling them gross? Feels a little targeted because I just said I liked him, but okay. Okay, wait a second. Saying goodbye to my fire ant queen, she will die now? So you're telling me kids can watch a fire ant die?
Guys, I've got some bad news. It's regarding our new pet fire ant queen.
Oh no.
Now initially I wasn't sure if I was going to keep her, release her, rehome her, or humanely kill her. So I asked you guys what you thought we should do with her.
I was just clickbaited on YouTube Kids on a video about ants. That has to be illegal. You can't talk about things dying. That's, oh my God, I made a realistic Kirby. First of all, this clickbait alone should not be for kids. The fact that like she will die now, you're like asking people if you should kill off your pet. I don't like that. I think that's a little bit bad. Should not be on YouTube Kids. So one video in the negative column for that one. Realistic Kirby I'm interested in.
Hear me out. Kirby is kind of horrifying. He inhales his opponents, absorbs their powers, then they just kind of cease to exist.
Okay, I kind of want to just get to the end of this. Sorry for skipping ahead. I know that this was a very cool video of yours. Oh my gosh. I think it's for kids because all it is just like a clay figure that he made, but that is actually very scary. It also looks like, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to be the one that ruins this very family-friendly video, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, my most embarrassing moments of all time. I don't know who this is, but I do see some shenanigans happening, so there could be some kid-unfriendly content.
Today, I'm reacting to Brighton's most embarrassing moments. Okay.
I don't understand. Why does this remind me of the Mr. Beast setup? I feel like a lot of YouTubers, their second channels are this exact room. Like everybody who does like a blank reacts channel, it's just them standing up and like doing react content in this exact room. I could think of like 5 different people who have it. Mr. Beast, Brighton Myler, Preston, Jesser, and I'm sure there's one more. Okay, wait just a second, because this video right here absolutely should not be on YouTube Kids. I could tell by the title, Best Body World Records. I'm gonna wait. I know something's gonna happen here. Largest mouth gape. Okay, that's pretty big, honestly. Oh my gosh, he's like the Jaw Titan. How do you discover that talent? Longest fingernails. Okay, all is good. All is good. Longest tongue circumference. I don't really understand what I'm looking at with that. Tallest family, okay. Is that an average height of 6'8"? Largest feet, wait a second. I didn't pause it so I could look at them either. Here, I'm not looking. I wanted to make a point here, but it's probably redundant because you guys understand what I'm trying to say with this, but let's just say I'm gonna dock it a point for this one. I know there's some weirdos out there that definitely are enjoying. Pause, don't look, cover the feet. Hari, cover the feet, cover the feet. Don't let them see. Oh! No, that's good. That's normal. Well, it's not normal, but it's not bad. All right, I have to say, they've definitely included some PG stuff in here. Oh, what is that is scary. I don't like looking into this random person's mouth. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, Would You Rather is almost certainly going to be bad. I think this is the video that's going to put everything over the edge.
Would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat? The effect that a paper cut has on your body is way worse than you biting your tongue. Would you rather have the power to control your dreams or to read other people's minds? Controlling your dreams would be a lot cooler than reading.
It's too quick. I don't have any time to answer. I wonder if this is how people feel when they watch my shorts. Maybe I gotta slow things down because I just didn't process a single thing that was said here. All right, yada da da da. So the hole makes things bigger. You're telling me this isn't an innuendo? I know this is gonna be something terrible. Let's check it out.
Hey, yo.
Oh my gosh, it's right there. I don't even have to say it. You're telling me this isn't, maybe I'm the dirty-minded one, okay? Maybe that's true. But you're telling me, as a parent watching this video, for your kids, do you want them to stumble on this video, So the Hole Makes Things Bigger by Brandon B, some 20-something-year-old doing these innuendos on screen for your child to consume, and then let's act like nothing's happening here? Oh my gosh, he's opened up the multiverse. This YouTuber is lying to you. I feel like there could be a lot going on here.
This YouTuber has been lying to you.
I just got Preston baited.
A while ago, Preston Plays mentioned me in a video and called me
Canman?
Hear that?
Canman? His name has always been Canman.
I don't know if that's true, but I heard and I know that you guys watch Camman because when I go through my research analytics, it says that a lot of you guys are at least aware of Camman and Preston. So right now, the 3 people on your screen are apparently, for most of you guys, the most important people on YouTube. Let me know if that's true. I'm flattered if so, because I like Preston and Camman. I mean, once again, and I'm not just clicking on this because I just stumbled on this, okay? That is a huge foot. What a massive foot. Oh my gosh, that is a very big foot. That's great. Oh my gosh, he's tall. Jeez. Oh my gosh, how does somebody have that big of feet? I have a size 12 shoe and I thought I had like pretty decently sized feet, but what, like that's just humongous. How do you even like grow an appendage that large? It's insane, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I feel like the Dodo could have some pretty bad videos. I want to check out their profile a bit more. Sometimes they show like abused like animals, like golden retriever, yada yada. Okay, I mean, I guess all they do is like saved videos, but I'm just guessing that there's gonna be like a couple of videos where it shows the before and they're like really mistreated. And I feel like kids shouldn't be seeing that. But then again, YouTube's doing a decent job right now of not showing that, at least with the thumbnails. Transforms, here we go.
It was really a dangerous spot. I know that I have to catch him as quickly as possible.
No, I think that's just fine. Okay. Really nothing bad to say. That's in Bali, Indonesia. This dog's Indonesian. Shout out to my Indonesians out there. Okay, I feel like the word Sigma carries an interesting connotation, so I think this video was this Sigma is going to be possibly bad.
Today, I'm going to be drawing Sigma in Roblox.
Oh.
I bet you can't like and subscribe before Sigma passes the...
How old was the person who made this video? Like, what was the follow my Roblox was said by like a literal 9-year-old.
Follow my Roblox.
Maybe younger. Okay. I have to say, not too many bad things yet, but there's so much feet. It's like Dan Schneider's happy place. TikToks that are worth watching. Let's see. If I was a parent, would I want to watch all of these with my kids? So far, it looks fine. I have to do a good scan through though to see. Okay, Lanky Box, they're vetted. They're pretty good. Nothing too bad on here. You could argue that it's brain rot, but that's a different argument. All right, let's look at weirdest dad.
I'm telling you, my dad is so weird. Why? He's always doing weird things. Like what? I'll show you.
Okay, let's see.
Baba.
Hi, darling.
Why are you wearing glasses?
Huh? Oh, I like the style.
Okay, I want to see if like famous YouTubers are on here. So let's try like Logan Paul. Oh, looks like he's actually on here. Okay, but not his videos. Okay, interesting. Let's try I Show Speed. Is Speed on here? It looks like some shorts, but no, other than that, not a lot of Speed videos. That's interesting. I thought Speed would have some more. All right, so I've been told that the most blocked YouTube kids channel is Blippi. Okay, so I don't know who Blippi is, but let's have a look. I'm gonna just click on a random one. So let's go to Builds Games in his Clubhouse.
So much to learn about, it'll make you wanna shout, Blippi!
Hey, it's me, Blippi!
I can't. So I found a Reddit thread and it says the most annoying YouTube kids channel, Blippi wins by a long shot. I spent 3 years actively avoiding Blippi. One afternoon, my mother-in-law watching the boys and all of my work. I'm never making Blippi a thing and our house was ruined. I find Blippi more disturbing. Ooh, what's that? They also say some of his videos aren't actually like made for kids. Like he like destroys stuff with an excavator. I don't know if that still exists, but let's actually try to find that video. Blippi excavator. Oh, there it is. It looks pretty PG to me, but I'm sure it's like a different video where it happens. All right, how big is Blippi? Okay, he's he's a pretty massive YouTuber. 20 million subscribers. His videos do pretty well too. And Blippi's got some bangers. 1 billion views on his jungle animals video. Oh my gosh. All right, so here's another video I just came across. The tension between these two ... This can't be good.
Stay away from Ryan or I swear I will make your life miserable. I don't know, Myra.
Okay, I guess like girl drama over boys, but do I want my kid watching that? I guess they won't even understand what this is insinuating, but okay. Back at the recommended, when you want him to be the one.
So
Me moving on to a new boy.
he ain't the one.
Oh, I don't like this whole making fun of God for the kids. I don't like the personification of God like this. This is kind of blasphemous, to be honest. I honestly didn't really understand too much about what's going on, but whatever. Spooky, scary skeletons animation. Okay, I don't understand what kids are watching nowadays. Let's see my favorite party trick explained.
Really interesting party trick.
Is that beer? Wait, what? I feel like this is a little bit dangerous to show to kids because then they're gonna try this and they're gonna get hurt.
What happens if you smack the bottle down really fast is the bottle moves as fast as the hammer and basically leaves the water behind.
Okay, that's kind of interesting if that's true. Yeah, I guess this is good. It's good education for kids. What is this? Conversations to have with an adult. Puberty? I don't know if I want YouTube teaching my kids puberty.
Everything is so confusing. I'm not even sure what I'm feeling half the time.
This is so uncanny. Bodies, different shapes and sizes, all beautiful.
Oh, I'm so excited. Everybody looks so pretty.
Bodies, different shapes and sizes, all beautiful. I mean, that's a nice message, but I don't think you should be glorifying like absolutely obese people because that will lead to health issues. So take it with a grain of salt. Right, let's go to Want a Gummy Bear. I feel like this could be a weird video.
You want a gummy bear?
Bigger.
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 Do you want a gummy bear?
Yes, please.
Oh, great.
If I spent a year of my life with my wife waiting for her to push out a child, only for them to consume this content when they're 4 years old, I would be pretty disappointed in us as parents. Ah, look at this. Animated 10 types of crushes. Which one do you have? Ooh, I don't know about this. What's going on here?
Crushes. We've all been there. 1 minute you're fine, and the next, well...
No kid on YouTube Kids should have an Instagram. Unless you're following Sambucha on Instagram. Please do that.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. Oh no!
Okay, so it's more like, you know, just fun animations. They're not really talking about it too much. But I will say that crush animation in the beginning is definitely not fit for kids. That's kind of crazy. This is deadly. I feel like a video like this, OMG, what I found magnet fishing could have killed me. Do kids even know what death is?
What is going on today?
Is that Tyler Toney? The Tyler Toney? All right, let's try to find the moment where it happens. All right, here we go. What do we got? Magnet fishing. That's interesting.
Ooh, what is that? There's like immediately some weight on there. Oh yeah.
What does he got for us? Imagine he finds a body.
It's still on there?
He just Logan Pauls it. Suspense is killing me.
Oh yeah, guys, we're definitely. Oh,
here we go.
Oh yeah, dude. Whoa, what do we got there? What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, you guys! No way! Look at.
A fork?
We got a steel fork.
All of that for a fork? Okay, here's horrifying, hyper-realistic cake, and that thumbnail looks like it could be something pretty bad. So let's see what kids are looking at here. Oh, it's a spider. You know what? When I first saw that, you guys, we were thinking the same thing, because you and I are great minds think alike, right?
I let it out. I'm just kidding. I just used photos.
Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh no, what is it? That's blood.
Yeah, fine. Catch! Ugh! I'm done with this family.
That is probably not something you should show to a kid. I don't think like the fake blood is a good look. Harry Potter, the boy who sassed.
I can help you there.
Is this AI?
I think I can tell the wrong sort for myself, thanks.
Harry being sassy. He does have a little bit of an attitude. Do you know he just won like a Tony for his like a Broadway performance, Daniel Radcliffe? Good for him, happy for him. A lot of these thumbnails I think purposefully play into a certain part of the human anatomy. And I know it's not just me seeing it because it's not like I have an eye for these things, but look at this Reeler cake hyper realistic. What does that look like? This is like the 9th video where it just feels like they're baiting kids into clicking on this. Let's see it.
I made a hyper-realistic peach cake 4 years ago, and a lot of people thought it looked like an apple. So I remade that peach cake, only this time with edible fuzz. was. But I can't help but wonder, are people still gonna think this looks like an apple?
Obviously not. This is the most provocative, innuendo-ridden video that I've ever seen, and it's on YouTube Kids. Like, if you make a video like this and you post it, in fact, you know what? Let's solve this right now. Real or cake hyper-realistic? I bet you the top comment on this video is that they thought this was something else. Okay, so here we go. I found it on normal YouTube, so there's a comment section. That thumbnail is something else. Ooh, the thumbnail. Thumbnail got me tripping, and a lot of people thought it looked like a blank. See? Now, the fact that YouTube allows this on YouTube Kids, like, I just think it's putting some images in their head. My funny poo stories?
So, let me share with you my most embarrassing public bathroom moment.
Why do I want to hear an adult's poop story if I'm a little kid? If I'm a really young guy, 4 years old, 5 years old, Stephen Harpster, I would bet, is in his 20s, 30 years old, and he's pandering to little kids by talking about poop, but he's personalizing it and saying his poop stories.
This story takes place in a store called Books A Million.
All right, I can't hear any poop stories. I can't. Oh my gosh. You're telling me Brain Rot has reached YouTube Kids? Pac-Man vs. Giga Diggity Gada Gada Go? Okay, so Brain Rot is officially on YouTube Kids. I guess that's good to see. All else is equal now. YouTube and YouTube Kids. It only makes sense to align the two. Not gonna lie, this is another thumbnail right here. Please don't hate me. You guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. You see this thumbnail, you think it's something, but let's see.
You all know me for my hyper-realistic cakes. But today, I decided to try out ceramics. So I'm sculpting and painting a buffalo.
This channel, Side Surf Cake, she knows what she's doing. I would wager, like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All of it. It's the same thing. If you go through this entire person, they're clearly being provocative with the thumbnails. I bet you there's a third one too I could find. I don't have to spell this out. I think it's pretty clear what this person is doing. I don't think that's bad for normal YouTube, but the fact that there's like 8-year-olds that are like interacting with that, I mean, I don't even think an 8-year-old can like process what this person is trying to convey to them, but nonetheless, this definitely skirted by YouTube's like system. Hamster escapes from the prison. I love this channel, Mr. Hamster. I came across it once because my friend's child loves Mr. Hamster, and this is like the most riveting thing ever. He creates like these traps for the hamster to escape. This to me is like the goated YouTube Kids channel. This is like the Mr. Beast of YouTube Kids. There we go. You realize how smart hamsters are. And it's really stimulating for their brains too. So they get to do like some activity instead of just like existing on the grass. What a cute little hamster too. What a good guy. What a cute, handsome boy. Let's see if he comes out of here. Yeah, look at him. Isn't it cute? I'm sorry if I wasted everybody's time right there. Why do we throw up. Colossal Questions asks some very interesting things. So let's see what's on here. I feel like there's some pretty suspect questions being asked here. Gross things that can happen to your body. I guess that's somewhat fun. Bathroom boogers and more. Questions about your body. I don't know if I want like a YouTube channel teaching about my kid's body. Why did pink become a girl color? I feel like this video is gonna try and like make it so that pink isn't a girl's color, even though it is. I love it though, but let's acknowledge like pink has a connotation with girls. Disney Cat Pussick, teaser part 2. It's like AI cats. Okay, I guess that's fine. What is with these like, why are they so sad videos? Why is she so sad? Why is Steven so sad? Let's figure it out.
Hey, Parker. How do you feel about
That's the worst filter I've ever seen. Is that a YouTube Shorts filter? Snapchat and TikTok have the filters game locked up, and that might have been the worst filter I've ever seen. Top 10 Chuck E. Cheese animatronic malfunctions. I feel like this would scare a kid. That is so freaky. Is this where they got Five Nights at Freddy's from? Is it based off of Chuck E. Cheese? All right, here's number 1. I would probably be freaked out if I were a kid. Look at this top 10 extinct Chuck E. Cheese characters. What? See, like, I don't think this should be on here. Save me. Rescue this kitten stuck in narrow pipe with no exit. You know what, they come together and they save her, so I guess it's good, but it just feels like a more adult concept. There's like something in need, but I guess it's like teaching kids that they should be like saving animals if they see them. I'm kind of split on these types of videos. It's not the worst thing I've seen though. All right, then back on the Explorer. Let's see what else we got here. Lego or cake?
Let's play Lego or cake, except I'm amazingly bad.
Cake.
See, I warned you, and this was my best one. Next, my deformed attempt at a minifigure head.
Obviously cake.
This is gonna give me nightmares. And finally,
Bet that snack pack's pretty good.
Food companies love playing around with new ideas, but often these end in fails. There are also times where companies create a hit and still discontinue the product. But why? Why? Here are the top 10 discontinued snacks Americans miss the most. Philadelphia cheesecake snack bars.
Open up! I smell cheesecake!
Philadelphia cheesecake snack bars are the subject of mouth-watering memories from people far and wide, described as delicious dessert bars.
That's exploding candy for your enemies.
Bet that snack pack's pretty good.
Food companies love playing around with new ideas, but often these...
What can you dot, then spray for fun that stays?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for toys that were taken off the market due to health and safety risks to the kids they were marketed to.
Cabbage Patch Kids Snack Time Kit.
Number 30, fidget spinners.
And I posted on our social media, they're here. And then I had to turn around a few hours later and say, they're gone.
A toy that gives you something to do when there's nothing to do is the name of the game, right? Well, kids, just because you're bored during class doesn't mean you should be doing something other than paying attention. Fidget spinners, due to their small, transportable, and addictive nature, became a distraction as the handheld gadgets soared in popularity in 2017. So much so that many schools banned them from classrooms. What had been originally considered a tool to help kids concentrate became a potential inhibitor to academic progress. The fidget spinner story also teaches us a lesson. Boredom is okay sometimes, and you don't always have to be doing something.
Now, in large numbers, kids who don't have ADHD have noticed the objects their friends were using and decided they want to start spinning too.
Number 29, Barbie and Tanner. The world of the iconic Barbie faced a bit of an issue in 2007 with the Barbie and Tanner toy sets. These sets were based on life as a dog owner, which of course meant that they had to include a pooper scooper. Unfortunately, a small magnet inside that pooper scooper posed a threat for young children. It could come off and be swallowed or aspirated. Yeah, not good. It was certainly not a fantastic situation, and this crap needed to be dealt with. The solution was to get these sets off the market.
Excuse us. You potty trained Tanner, Barbie. Barbie girl.
Number 28, Flubber.
I'm not sure what we've got here, Charlie. But if we've got what I think we've got something.
An object that's gooey plus stretchy plus bouncy equals fun, right? That seems to be a plausible equation, one that came into play with the release of Flubber during the 1960s. The flexible kids toy was inspired by the movie The Absent-Minded Professor and produced by the Hassenfeld brothers, known as Hasbro. They teamed up with Disney for a promotion ahead of the film's sequel, Son of Flubber. But it didn't take long for the Flubber product to have issues. Reports and complaints about sore throats and rashes forced the chemical concoction toys to be taken off the shelves. Did you really think you could rival Silly Putty? Silly goose.
Let's try and describe you. You're an elastomer. It's, you're highly viscous, but yet you can phase shift.
Number 27, Polly Pockets and rashes forced the chemical concoction toys to be taken off the shelves. Did you really think you could rival Silly Putty? Silly goose.
Let's try and describe you. You're an elastomer. It's, you're highly viscous, but yet you can phase shift.
Number 27, Polly Pocket Playsets.
I'm Polly Pocket. Want to see what's new? Really fun compacts just for you.
Multiple editions of Mattel's Polly Pocket playsets in the mid-2000s had magnet issues. There were hundreds of reports of magnets coming loose from the figurines and accessories in the set. And worse, there were a few reports of children who suffered serious choking injuries that required surgery. It wasn't all fun and games anymore. The danger of multiple magnets becoming attached to each other after being swallowed was no joke. It meant potentially fatal consequences, and that the few million Polly Pocket playsets with the magnet issue had to be recalled.
Now there's lots more ways to have a Polly day. Each sold separately.
Number 26, My Friend Kayla.
Kayla knows millions of things. How about a new hairstyle? How about a ponytail?
They're watching us. they can hear us. These sentiments about surveillance and privacy concerns have circulated with the advancement of technology. How much of our computer and cell phone habits are actually private has become a legitimate question, and there's more to it than that. If you ask the German government about the doll known as My Friend Kayla, they would tell kids Kayla isn't who they thought she was. The kid's companion with communicative and voice recognition capabilities was deemed an espionage device, and they were banned in Germany as a result. That's right, kids. Your secret might not be safe with Kayla after all. This is all kinds of, well, creepy.
Kayla's so smart and so cute. I hear that a lot.
Number 25. Kinder Surprise.
Two Seattle men found out the hard way the candy they bought in Canada is illegal here in the United States.
A chocolate egg with a toy inside. Sounds like a kid's dream, right? There's an issue, though. The Kinder Surprise, made by the Italian company Ferrero, goes against a U.S. law that prohibits the sale of candy that contains an inedible toy inside. As a result, they were banned from being imported into the U.S. The argument behind this ban is choking and aspiration hazards, particularly if a young child isn't aware that a toy is inside the chocolate egg. It could be dangerous. We get the idea of the surprise toy within a piece of chocolate, but let's be real. Many kids will be happy with just a piece of chocolate by itself, and with just a toy by itself. They don't need the 2-in-1 combo.
He said, "Are you aware that Kinder eggs are illegal in the United States and carry a $2,500 fine per egg?" And I actually laughed.
Number 24. Splash off water rockets. This has risky kids science experiment written all over it. Kids, make sure you're wearing your safety goggles, or better yet, for the splash off water rockets, don't use them at all. These things were ready for liftoff in the toy market in 1997, but the water pressure caused by filling a splash-off water rocket led to danger of it breaking apart into pieces. 37 reports of hand, shoulder, and forehead injuries were the result, as was the product's ultimate crash landing in the toy market. Safety goggles weren't even enough, actually. You might need full body armor to be truly safe from splash-off water rockets. Number 23. Super Bang Blast Balls.
You know what I got? I got some noisemakers. Check this out. Wanna try one?
Have you ever had a toy that you loved because of its sound? The lure of the Super Bang Blast Balls was just that, sound. They were built to sound similar to a cap gun, and the instructions to create that cracking sound is simple. Strike one blast ball against the other with your hands. But just think about the name again. Don't Super Bang Blast Balls just sound dangerous? The contact of these balls of fury can cause sparks to ignite. They could, and did, cause minor burns to hands and fingers. So sorry to the kids who were having a blast with the Super Bang Blast Balls, but it was time to let them go.
Then we finally get a reaction taking place.
Number 22. Slap bracelets.
I am not 10 years old anymore. I don't like roller skating or unicorns or slap bracelets.
Don't you take off the slap bracelet. That represents friendship.
If the word slap is in the name, take it for what it's called. Slap bracelets were meant to slap around the wrist and add an extra layer to a kid's style. During the early 1990s, they were a fashion trend for students. They came in different colors and patterns, but if slapped on aggressively and out of nowhere, it could kind of hurt. Cheap and worn-out versions especially posed injury risks. Once injured wrist reports started piling up, numerous schools banned slap bracelets, helping bring the fad to a halt.
Nearly 80,000 bracelets for kids are being recalled.
Number 21. Thing Maker.
Now, you can make all kinds of lovely things like these with Mattel's wonderful Thing Maker.
Also known as creepy crawlers, this toy allowed kids to create multiple little critters made out of a liquid chemical substance. The problem with the Thing Maker, though, was the heat of the molds. A kid's toy with temperatures reaching close to 400 degrees Fahrenheit didn't sit well with the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission, so the Thing Maker was discontinued in 1973, about 9 years after its release. It did make a comeback, though, with a second iteration that was safer. However, as the story goes, the sequel didn't have the same success.
Build a monster mold with the colored plastic goop.
and make a creepy crawler from a yucky monster soup.
Number 20. Toothpick crossbows.
Got a crossbow? Ah! Oh, it is a crossbow.
In the mid-2010s, a toothpick crossbow craze was sweeping Chinese schools.
Selling online and in shops for as little as 7 yuan, these so-called toothpick crossbows were originally designed to shoot out just that. Toothpicks.
As their name suggests, these were mini crossbows that were meant to shoot toothpicks at various objects, usually friends. But as you can imagine, shooting sharp pieces of wood into your friends' faces can be quite dangerous. Not only that, but there were alleged reports of children using the crossbow to fire the likes of nails and needles.
These toothpick crossbows have become a new favorite among Chinese children, but it seems some have already been exposed to the potential dangers.
Parents raised concerns, and the law swiftly answered by banning the sale of toothpick crossbows across the country. Many major retailers were ordered to take the toy off their shelves, and raids were carried out by law enforcement to ensure that retailers were complying with the ban. Number 19. Rollerblade Barbie.
I skate, you skate, we both got clothes that look great.
We don't know what Mattel was thinking with Rollerblade Barbie. This doll was obviously meant to rollerblade around the room, and to do so, the manufacturer equipped her feet with rolling contraptions that acted like cigarette lighters. They were even designed to kick up sparks.
All right, this is Rocket Skates, take 2.
Of course, there were reports of injuries. In Jackson, Mississippi, a young girl accidentally set her brother on fire after playing with a combination of hairspray and Rollerblade Barbie. Luckily, the child wasn't seriously injured. Mattel realized that they had a serious problem and potential lawsuit on their hands, so they quickly ceased production on Rollerblade Barbie. That was probably a good idea. Number 18. Mini hammocks.
You know who invented the hammock, Homer?
No.
That's something for you to do. Find that out.
Manufacturers realized that hammocks weren't really made for children, yet children love to hang in them. So they had the idea to make mini hammocks suited exclusively for tiny bodies. There was just one problem, and we mean one major problem. Hammocks contain what are called spreader bars, and these bars keep hammocks from folding in on themselves. These mini hammocks did not have spreader bars, so they were prone to entangling and strangling children. Unfortunately, many children and teenagers died in tragic hammock-related accidents, and one child reportedly suffered brain damage. These specific mini hammocks were eventually recalled, with more than 3 million being taken off the country's shelves. Number 17. Hannah Montana Pop Star Card Game. Hannah Montana was all the rage in the mid-2000s, having debuted in March of 2006.
Don't look at my booty.
No danger of that, partner.
All sorts of merchandise was made up to capitalize on its success, including a playing card game. Sounds innocent, except that the cards contained a dangerously high amount of lead.
Lead-based toys! Lead-based toys!
In 2007, thousands of children's toys were tested for lead, specifically lead paint.
Kathy Jenkins owns toys in the attic. After hearing recent reports of lead found in toys from China, she decided to offer free lead testing to anyone who wanted to bring their toys by.
The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no more than 40 parts per million, and 600 parts per million is the federally mandated level for a mandatory recall. It was found that the Hannah Montana cards contain levels of 3,056 parts per million, about 5 times higher than the recall limit. Suffice to say, you can no longer find these cards anywhere. Number 16. Slingshots. While not exclusively made for children, slingshots have long been used by them. For some, it's an introductory weapon.
Hey, Sonny, come here!
What is it? What's the matter? Let me have that.
For others, it's a relatively harmless toy used to shoot chestnuts at soda cans or whatever. Of course, there is a huge risk factor inherent with slingshots. As a result, arm-braced slingshots are banned in many jurisdictions. For example, the state of New York has banned slingshots under criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree. Also grouped with slingshots are the likes of electric dart guns, switchblade knives, and brass knuckles. Possession of arm-braced slingshots is a Class A misdemeanor and can land the owner in prison for a year. Number 15. Fisher-Price Power Wheels.
Come on, let's go! Sitting tall in my Power Wheel, star of the show.
In the late 90s, Fisher-Price manufactured various models of ride-on cars and trucks for children. They were called Power Wheels, and they allowed little ones to get a taste of the road long before they could obtain a driver's license. However, these Power Wheels cars were horribly designed, to say the least. Some of them failed to stop, causing children to plow into walls and get hurt.
44,000 hot pink Barbie Dream campers are recalled. This after 17 reports of the battery-powered wheels continuing to run even after the foot pedal was released.
But even worse were the faulty electrical components. There were hundreds of reports of these toy cars overheating and catching fire, and they caused upwards of $300,000 in property damage. Power Wheels were eventually recalled. And just a few years later, Fisher-Price faced a $1.1 million fine from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Number 14. Aqua Leisure Baby Floats. Pool flotation devices are certainly nothing new.
I would say that I'm just drifting here in the pool.
Why?
Well, it's very comfortable just to drift here.
Unfortunately, young children in open water don't often make for the safest combination. In the late 2000s, manufacturer Aqua Leisure issued a voluntary recall over their defective baby floats.
Swim school baby boats consider every detail for safe water play. Ensuring your baby is comfortable is foremost.
The seats were prone to tearing, causing babies and young children to fall through the flotation device and into the water. More than 30 such incidents were officially reported, but thankfully, no one was seriously injured or killed. Aqua Leisure eventually notified the Consumer Product Safety Commission, but at that point, more than 20 reports had already been issued. As a result, the CPSC slapped the company with a civil penalty of $650,000. Number 13. Hoverboards.
The future of movement. A hoverboard.
I don't understand those things. Is walking really so hard for you?
These self-balancing scooters were all the rage in the mid-2010s. Unfortunately, also generated quite a degree of controversy, not only for being fake hoverboards, but because they were incredibly dangerous. Not only were inexperienced users falling off and hurting themselves, but the batteries were notoriously awful and prone to bursting into flames. These scooters were blamed for dozens of residential fires and deaths, and as a result, they have been banned in numerous places across the world.
The MTA is banning hoverboards because they say the lithium-ion batteries pose a potential fire risk.
Many public spaces have prohibited the use of hoverboards, and places like New York City, the Netherlands, and Hong Kong have banned their use outright. Various imports have also been banned by the U.S. International Trade Commission for infringing on copyright laws. Number 12. CSI Fingerprint Kit. This is one particularly tragic case that can have enormous repercussions in a couple of decades. In the mid-2000s, a specific CSI toolkit allowed children to dust for fingerprints. Unfortunately, the powder that was used in the test kit contained a very dangerous type of asbestos called tremolite. In fact, it's believed that even a one-time exposure to this type of asbestos can cause lung cancer later in life.
The toxicant was found in 6 of 8 samples tested by the Asbestos Disease Awareness Organization during a 5-month examination.
The Department of Consumer Protection ordered the manufacturer to recall the product, but who knows how many children had already been affected. Manufacturer Planet Toys Incorporated eventually went bankrupt, and a class action lawsuit was launched seeking damages. Number 11. Gilbert Glass Blowing Set. It doesn't take a genius to work out that children and glass blowing do not mix.
The pants are on fire! The underwear's on fire! I'm on fire!
Why anyone thought this would be a good idea is beyond us. Glass blowing is an incredibly dangerous trade, requiring the maker to work with literal molten glass, as in glass that appears bright orange because it's 2,000 degrees.
Good morning, glass blowers. Is everyone ready to play with fire? Yeah.
This is dangerous for the pros, never mind children who have no idea what they're doing. This Gilbert glass-blowing set encouraged children to try the practice for themselves. We don't even want to think about the consequences. Unsurprisingly, this toy was eventually pulled and is now regarded as nothing more than an insane experiment. Number 10. Sky Dancers. Who would have thought something so cute would get yanked off the shelf? Released in 1994, these skinny plastic dolls came with foam wings and a little base to set her in. When you pulled the string on the back, the wings would spin like a helicopter and the doll would fly into the air.
Wow, she's flying! Sky dancers fly, fly just for you. Pretty sky dancers, fly for me too. You make her dance and fly.
Incredibly popular at the time, the toys were given a recall due to the unpredictable nature of how they flew.
Careful, kid. He might poke your eye out.
Repeated eye injuries, broken teeth, blindness,